Welcome back, Fun Fam. And if you're brand new to the channel, welcome in to Follow the Bradley's Fun. This is the Daily Dish. We do it every morning. Speaking of the morning, it is the 18th day of February 2025. And I hope that wherever you are out there in the world, you're having a phenomenal day. Morning, afternoon, evening, middle of the night, doesn't matter. Whenever you're watching, I hope that you are in good spirits today. We are over here. Even though I'm still fighting through allergy stuff, my right eye is watering even right now. I can't stop. I'm taking allergy medicine, right? But man, there's just certain things that just don't seem to stop. Like my eyes watering. It's like I have to get used to it during the season, and it's. It's so annoying because in Florida, the best weather of the year is allergy season. So the best time of the year to go out, as far as the weather is concerned, and enjoy yourself outdoors, I can't enjoy myself outdoors because it's allergy season. So is that irony? Is that hypocrisy? Whatever the word is for it? I'm sure there's a word, and whatever it is. It's well, for me, it's just super duper annoying. Let's check my audio. Yep. For me, audio sounds good. Video's good. We got 10 likes so far. Make sure as you're coming in here, please hit that like button. If you're watching this on the replay, hopefully you can, when you're watching on the replay, if you do come in and watch it later on the replay, just skip over all that intro stuff to here and then watch from here on. It's fine. Yeah, Vinny T says yesterday, perfect coaster. Yesterday was awesome at Universal. Perfect coaster weather. Yes. I didn't go anywhere yesterday because, I could have gone to SeaWorld, I suppose, but I am blocked out at Disney yesterday, just for the weekend, because I only have that Pixie Pass. I don't want to give Disney any more money than I have to cover the parks. So Pixie Pass is good for me. So yeah, I have the Pixie Pass, and for some reason, President's Day of all days is blocked out. Not like it's a special day. Let's say hi to everybody in the chat, and then we're going to get going. Actually, there is one thing I want to do first, and that is thank every single person for coming in. And one of the things that we love to do, as you know, on this channel is we love to have a celebration anytime there's any type of support for the channel. So for you guys coming in, Juliet just got here, Dylan Soup just got here, and I'll say hi to everybody in just a moment. But I love to celebrate, and I especially love to celebrate when there is support on the channel. And so anytime anybody drops a super chat, even 99 cents, doesn't really matter. 99 cents could be anything, right? Super chat, super thanks, same type of thing, super sticker. You can become a member of the channel or gift a membership of the channel or gift many memberships of the channel. You can do that. Or you can drop a PayPal, buy me coffee, or even buy something out of the spread shop during the show. And we love to celebrate that. And just to give you an example, Ruby Hoove dropping gifties early on before we even started the show, gifted a membership too. Let's see who got it. Dylan Soup, you got a membership from Ruby Hoove. So congratulations to Dylan Soup, and thank you so much, Ruby Hoove. And we love to celebrate that. And what does a celebration look like? Well, it might look something a little bit like this.
Is it too much? Too much. It's the birthday.
Oh, this is just the best of my scene. Okay. And we are dancing. Let's say hi to everybody. Thanks again, Ruby Hoove, for dropping that gifted membership to Dylan Soup. So first through the door this morning, over there at Steakhouse 71, enjoying his breakfast, is Dan's Life at the Kingdom. Says, I wouldn't be surprised if they announce it soon and rush this year and rush it. He's talking about Rivers of America. I hope they don't. And I think there are some reasons, according to Josh. What's Josh's name? Harrison, I think. I'm going to double check and make sure. But I think that there are some reasons that they can't rush it, even though yes, Joshua Harris. Yeah, according to Josh Harris, they can't rush it. So, plus you're talking about budgetary things, and we'll see. We'll see what they do. But I don't think they're going to actually even break ground this year, and they may reconsider. There is a chance. There's this thing has received so much negative feedback. Maybe instead of asking if your relatives are going to die soon, maybe Disney will actually ask fans if they want the Rivers of America to go away. It just kind of depends on who they ask, because they have demographics of people that buy the tickets, and so they might only ask the demographic they want and see what that demographic thinks. So we'll see what they do. Native Hawaiian says aloha and good morning, you all. And Vinny T, of course, says, wow, the death of Disney. Well, it's okay. You know what? It's okay, because we have the birth of Universal and Epic, and possibly a fourth park coming eventually for Epic, or for Universal as well. They don't need it. They got SeaWorld. Maybe they'll just buy SeaWorld outright. That'd be interesting if Universal were to buy SeaWorld. Well, that would change the game a lot. Don't know what they would do with it. Tom F is here. Says, hey to everybody. There's Ruby Hoove having gifted the membership. Vinny T said, good morning, Ron, and good morning, Hawaiian. And Dan's Life of the Kingdom says, good morning, everyone. Ron, I'm at Steakhouse 71 watching the stream, enjoying that breakfast at the Steakhouse 71. Although I've heard that there's a better breakfast over at, what's it called? The one at the Yacht Club. And I can't remember the name of the restaurant right now, because I don't care so much about Disney stuff at the moment. Oh, I used to care so much. Yes, indeed. Ruby Who, we get a celebration thanks to your generosity. We did, in fact, get that celebration, and hopefully there will be more during the show. It's Florentin is here. Dan's Life of the Kingdom 71. Service Dog is in the house. Braylon Lee coming in the house in the chat. Thank you, Braylon, for being my guest yesterday. Appreciate that. And Florentin, good morning to y'all. Native Hawaiian says, apologies, brother, making my bland as usual breakfast. At Tom F. And T says, good morning, everyone. I haven't tried lunch, dinner, or breakfast at Steakhouse 71 because I just don't care right now. Braylon, yes. Thank you, Braylon, for being on the show yesterday. Andy W. says, good morning. Braylon says, yes, his Florida dinner was a good time. I hope you had a good time, Braylon. Appreciate it. Definitely going to have you back from time to time, depending on what we're doing with the show or what information I know. And sometimes I plan this thing pretty late in the game. I wasn't even sure which story I was going to do today. There's several stories coming up on the channel today, not just the final one, but that is one. Let's see. Tom F. Going Shogi is here. Going Shogi says, good morning. I hope the West Coast is doing well, Going Shogi. I hope your house is good. I hope the fires have gone away and the smoke is cleared. It's weird. They have to change that song to I Can See Clearly Now, the Smoke Is Gone. Hey, Tom F says, hey, Florentin. I'm worried how the animals and nature, if they're affected by Rivers of America. There's a lot in there. including where the Bears came. So we shall see. I see a lot of Vinny T going Shogi Florentin, Dylan Soup, who got that gifted membership from Ruby Hoove, says, hey, Ron, sup, chat? Juliet is here. Hi, Juliet, all the way across the pond. Good afternoon. Follow the Bradleys in chat. I appreciate you being here every time you're here, Juliet. I love seeing you come in the chat. It's Florentin. They did not block Valentine's Day. That's what's funny is they didn't block Valentine's Day, but yet they did block President's Day yesterday. They probably, you know why they blocked President's Day? They probably didn't want a bunch of people with MAGA hats on celebrating President Trump in their parks. That's probably why they blocked it. They knew we would. We'd rush over there. Dude Man Cuz is in the house, and so is Equus Hart, and so is the Bud Files. Good morning, peoples. Who else do we have? My goodness, so many of you all here. Good to see you, Florentin. Alyssa 1225. Alyssa is in the house. Good morning. Good morning, Alyssa. Good to see you. Praying they reconsider, aren't we all? And I'm going to show you some posts on X about this, if I can bring those up. Vinny T says, Universal Go and Shogi. I saw a TV spot for Epic last night. I wonder if they set tickets aside from the pre-sale. So here's the deal. I don't know how much. I think that opening day is sold out. But my understanding is prior to opening day, single day tickets for all people will become available. That is what I have heard. Right now, you cannot buy a single day ticket by itself to Epic Universe. But prior to the opening day in May 22nd, it's my understanding that at some point in time, possibly in April, we might even see it as early as March, but more than likely sometime in April, we're going to see single day tickets for Epic go on sale. And my beautiful wife is in the house. She says, good morning, everyone. I'm glad she's awake. Virginia Bradley's Adventures, Magical Adventures. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And we have more gifties. More gifties from Go and Shogi. Who'd you gift a membership to? Who got a membership to? Where am I hearing that from? I'm looking in the chat here to see. It looks like the Bud Files. The Bud Files gets a gifted membership from Go and Shogi. And I think we have more gifties. I think we have more coming up in the chat. Tom F. Member for 6 months already. Oh, my goodness. Member milestone chat. That's another thing you get as a concurrent member. When you keep going on, you get these member milestone chats, and you can put those in the chat as well. And especially as I end up doing more live shows, I just got to figure out a date. Everybody's got a day taken up. Monday nights, you've got the Monday Night Hangover, Jay, Drunk 3PO. Tuesday nights, I'm here typically with Lorena. And of course, I'll usually stream the Spice Lounge to this channel as well. So that's here. And then Wednesday nights, I think somebody has something on Wednesday nights. Sometimes I might do a late one on Wednesday, but man, it just seems like they're all taken up. I could do Thursdays maybe. I got to figure out another day to do a live show. I know. Friday nights, Go and Shogi told me like Friday nights are kind of empty, but I don't know. Will people be watching Friday night? We shall see. I need to get more people involved. So It's Florentin also gifted another membership. Oh my goodness gracious, to Paul Peters. So Paul, wherever you are out there, you have gotten a membership to the channel. And I think that this kind of I think we got 3 gifted memberships already here. I think that deserves a very special kind of a celebration right now. Oh, thank you so much, Culture Casino, for allowing me to do that. Oh no, let's see here. We've got my merch shop. Let me agree to that. And I want to do this. So we do have our merch shop. There's the code. Show you put that. Is that? Yes, indeed. It's Florentin. That is Culture Casino. He did that for his 30,000 subscribers celebration. He has a long one, so I took part of it and cut it and edited it into a little celebration. And I asked his permission, showed it to him, asked if I could use it, and he said it was okay. So I am using the Culture Casino celebration. Absolutely. So, Tuber Chat. Kevin is in the house, and if you have a channel and you want it to grow, please do subscribe to Tuber Chat. Kevin, who runs Tuber Chat, is up there in Canada and is doing amazing things and helping channels grow. And I am so thankful for Tuber Chat because he helped. He can and continues to help this channel out, continuing to grow and accomplish all the goals that we want. So if you are a YouTuber, definitely subscribe to Tuber Chat, connect and grow. He's got some other cool channels too. So like look at the other channels that are on the Tuber Chat list, and subscribe to all of those as well. And yes, I do have a shop, and I was trying to get that on the screen. Yesterday was the last day for the 22% off sale. Oh my goodness, Tuber Chat has also gifted another man. Look at all the gifties today. Gifties. We got lots of gifties. We got to celebrate yet again. Let's do the let's see. Vinny T. I think Vinny T likes, where is it? It's got to be in here somewhere. There it is. Vinny T, this one's for you. Yes, indeed. And there, let's see if I can put it on the screen. There's the spread shop. Make Disney Walt again. Oh my gosh, boy, this message, if you haven't bought a Make Disney Walt Again product, please do and spread the message, because today's story is a perfect reason why we need Make Disney Walt Again. Even do a black t-shirt, do a pink t-shirt, do something and get that Make Disney Walt Again merchandise. We've also got the hat, the fedora, we've got the Follow the Bradley's Fun logo, and I got to get one of these shirts so that my wife and I can do the matching shirts. She actually has a shirt with our picture on it of those things, but it's a different photo, but it's pretty cool. So we got to get that out there too. And what was this, baby? You were saying that you want me to do a dancing video as Captain America. Maybe I will do that for my 15,000 subscribers celebration, but I haven't gotten a lot of new subscribers lately. I passed the 13,000 mark, I think, in January, and as of late, I've been kind of growing slowly, but I think I'm going to be doing some things on the channel that are going to amp up growth tremendously here in the next little while. I finally have things cleared to where I can start doing more of what I want to do. So Following up on the Captain America stuff, I want to bring this up. Captain America, Brave New World. It's a brave new world for Captain America. All right, so let's look at the numbers for Captain I'm Not American, Brave New World. And this is out of the numbers. All right, so out of the numbers, and this is just a follow-up. So we've been doing this story. We've been talking about Captain America: Brave New World. Right now, as it sits, these are projections. These are not the final numbers in from the weekend. I don't know if this goes through the 5 days that it's been out. So it's been out Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and it says currently the domestic sits at $87,800. Or sorry, 87 million. Said it wrong. Let's give credit where credit is due. 87,800,000. International 92,400,000. That's not really good when the international box office for a Marvel movie is almost the same as the domestic box office. That's bad. Why? Because Marvel movies typically do much better, have huge numbers internationally. Well, this one doesn't have good international numbers. And with this being the opening weekend, you've got the total box office haul at 180,200,000. Now, here's the interesting thing about that. The reported production budget currently is 180 million. So this makes it look like it actually made back its production budget. Now, of course, if the production budget were $180 million and they spent about $150 million on marketing this thing, we're looking at over $320 million for it to have to make back. Okay. And that's not the break-even point. It would have to make back about $650 million. Okay. Now, if the reported numbers from Marvel and Disney were actually true numbers, then according to their reported numbers, this has to make about $650 million in order to break even at the box office. Why $650 million? Well, because Go and Shogi says theaters keep 40%. And depending on the theater, it's roughly 40-50. In China, they keep 80% or more. That, like, the Chinese box office is different, so it's a little different depending where you are in the world. But we use 50% as a generality for that. So that means that the box office has to be at least double the production budget plus the marketing budget in order for this movie to start making money. However, Vinny T says right here, this is true, Disney lies. They inflate and deflate numbers to their will. That is 100% correct, as we have seen evidence of that in the past. The reported production budget for this is 180, but the estimated production budget from many different resources across the internet, based on the 4 different sets of reshoots, new hires. They hired Giancarlo Esposito in the middle of this thing. All of that taken into account, people are estimating anywhere between $350 to $375 million in production costs and another $150 million in marketing costs. We're looking at probably costs close to $500 million to produce this thing. So if that's the case, then it actually has to make back $1 billion just to break even. Now, if all of what I just said is in fact correct, and I'm speculating, so you don't take this to heart, but it does look like with these numbers, it's probably a major flop. This is probably flopped in America, or this is This is a movie that people are going to be talking about. Is that Falcon flop from Marvel? Yes, indeed, Paul. You got a gifted membership, so thank you so much. Absolutely, Paul, and I appreciate the listening in. Don't have to participate in chat. I just appreciate you being here. Absolutely do. Yeah. So the thing is, it's going to be reported. You're going to see a lot of advertising that this is the #1 movie in the world, #1 at the box office, all that kind of stuff. It's not competing against much of anything. It's just not competing. And here's the thing: typically, the fall off for a Marvel movie is going to be 60% or more in the next weekend. So, if this falls off 60 or more percent, and if it falls off 70%, which is what I'm estimated it will fall off, I think it's going to fall off 70%. I don't think people are going to. I think everybody that wanted to go see this for the most part is going to see it this opening weekend. I don't think there's going to be a lot of reviewership, if you will. I don't see that happening. There's story-wise, there's just not enough in this to go and watch it more than once especially at the movie theater. It's just not really wasn't that great of a movie. Primarily to it was the biggest part of the movie was a follow-up to The Incredible Hulk that came out in 2008. 13 years ago, is that right? No, wait. Is it longer than that? 2008, 2018. No. 17? This is 2025. 2000. Yes, 17 years ago. This was a sequel. Most of this movie was about being a sequel to the story of The Incredible Hulk in 2008. So that's 17 years ago. All right. So too little, too late. Because a lot of the elements in the story I would have liked to have seen, but I would have liked to have seen them over a decade ago, right? When it was only 7 years later or 5 years later or something like that. But 17 is a long time. And then it was also a semi-sequel to The Eternals and a semi-sequel to Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And it was a Frankenstein of a movie. Unfortunately, I would have liked to have been better, but it just wasn't. And I don't see Anthony Mackie's Captain America as a leader of the Avengers going forward. He does not. I like Anthony Mackie as an actor. I don't care that he's in the role of a version of Captain America who is not actually Captain America, but still, he's not Iron Man. Even though he has more of an Iron Man suit than a Captain America suit. He really does. He's basically got an Iron Man suit because he has no powers, right? So I don't know. The whole thing is really convoluted. It's just weird, and he doesn't have the charm. He doesn't have the prowess of Tony Stark of RDJ. So I just don't see it happening. Anyhow, yeah. Deadline is going to ignore a lot of things. So going on to our next story is out of thatparkplace.com. By the way, if anybody sees it, let me know if Culture has his link up. If he does, well, I can check right now. I do want to put that in the chat. And I just got my invitation to be on the WDW Pro Show today. So looks like I'll be in there. Cool. Oh, I can't tell you why, but I feel like, especially this morning, there's a certain cloud that has lifted. I don't want to go into all the details of it, but I feel a lot better today, even with my allergies and everything. I feel better than I have in the last, I would say 7 weeks. Let me check and see if I can find that Culture Casino linkage. Let me go over here. Customization. Continue to the studio. Where are you, Culture? Are you out there? All right, I don't see Culture's link up quite yet. So, somebody in the chat, let me know when it comes out. So, did you have? Is this a new Bridget Jones movie that I have missed? What's the name of the actress that plays Bridget Jones? Juliet. Because for some reason I'm stumbling in my head and I can't think of her name off the top of my head, and there's a story that I have about her, and I wanted to tell it, and I hate to tell it without knowing her name. By the way, thank you guys for being here. I don't know if you guys realize this. If you are here, you probably do realize this, but you guys are the Energon, right? This is caffeine in my. Oh wow, this cup is really old. You see this cup? See this Big Shot Scream Team cup? The Big Shot is at the Stratosphere Tower in Las Vegas. This means I got this cup when I worked there in the year 2000. That means that this mug is 25 years old. Wow. So exciting. 25-year-old mug that I got from Stratosphere, the Big Shot. Wow, very exciting. Renee Zellweger. Yes. So Renee Zellweger. Arlene at Navo and everybody else is telling me. So here's my Renee Zellweger story, right? So I'm in New York City, and I think this is 2008, and I'm just walking along, and I hear this super familiar voice, and I'm thinking it's somebody that I know. Like, wait, is there somebody I know walking by me? And I look up, and I see this lady, and I'm going, dang it, I know her from somewhere, and then it hit me after she passed. She walked literally right by me. She's coming out of a building talking to somebody, and I realized, oh, that's Renee Zellweger. She has a very distinctive voice, and I had just passed right next to Renee Zellweger. Oh, this was, of course, before the days of the smartphones that had really good cameras for selfies, so that did not happen, but that's okay. I had a camera with me, though. I suppose I could have stopped her, but it's New York. Nobody stops anybody. Nobody cares there. But as I drink up the last of my caffeine, thank you guys for being my true energy. You guys are the energon that makes this guy transform and roll out.
A toast, Autobots. Boy, these are good. I needed to refuel. Energy! This stuff's the greatest!
Oh, so before we get to the main story of the day, which is a sad story that I hate talking about, but let's get to the other sad, kind of happy story. It's kind of funny, but this is the exclusive here out of That Park Place. Disney slashes screen time for Rachel Zegler in the new Snow White trailer amid mounting backlash against the film's troubled star. By Marvin Montanaro out of That Park Place. And if you are not bookmarked to That Park Place, please bookmark to That Park Place, because you need to be bookmarked to That Park Place for all the best news in pop culture and staying ahead of the culture curve and learning and growing and having fun and all that stuff. So he says, as Disney's live-action Snow White remake starring Rachel Zegler inches closer to its March 21st release, new analysis from That Park Place contributor Vash Sky reveals that the studio is significantly reducing lead actress Rachel Zegler's presence in promotional materials. It's interesting. A comparison of the December 3rd trailer and the February 14th trailer shows that Zegler's screen time was cut by nearly half. a move that appears to reflect Disney's response to the overwhelming negativity surrounding the film's troubled star. In the December trailer, which runs 2 minutes and 24 seconds, Zegler was featured for 68 seconds, making up 47.22% of the trailer's total runtime. However, in the most recent February trailer, which is only 60 seconds long, Zegler's screen time plummeted to just 17 seconds, or 28.33% of the total runtime. This marks a 50% reduction in her on-screen presence, signaling that Disney may be attempting to downplay Zegler's role in its marketing campaign following months of controversy and backlash. Actually, I would go so far as to say it's actually at the point where it's been years of controversy and backlash. Do you realize that the weird statement was made all the way back, I think, in 2022, if I remember correctly? Oh my gosh. The film has faced relentless criticism from the moment it was announced, with much of the negativity directed at Zegler herself. Her dismissive comments about the original 1937 animated classic, labeling it as outdated and misogynistic, alienated many Disney fans. Zegler's political outbursts, including her inflammatory remarks about Donald Trump and his supporters, have only exacerbated the backlash. Quote, "May Trump supporters and Trump voters and Trump himself never know peace," she said shortly after the election, igniting a firestorm that forced her to issue a questionable public apology. And there's all that kind of stuff. The avalanche of negative sentiment has been reflected in the film's promotional materials. The first Snow White teaser trailer received 1.5 million dislikes on YouTube compared to just 101,000 likes. Oh, the ratio. The official December trailer earned 9.3 million views, but was weighed down by 1.2 million dislikes. Even the Christmas Day sneak peek, which featured Zegler's original song, "When I Gonna Wish," garnered only 296,000 views with 50,000 dislikes, making it the least viewed piece of promotional content for the film. Adding to the controversy is Disney's handling of the Seven Dwarfs. The studio's initial decision to cast a diverse group of non-dwarf actors, reportedly in response to Peter Dinklage's criticism, was met with backlash, forcing Disney to pivot to CGI dwarfs that have been widely panned for their poor visual quality. The production's multiple reshoots have ballooned its budget to an estimated $300 million, with box office projections suggesting a modest $63 to $70 million opening weekend. The financial outlook for Snow White looks grim. See what he did there? See how it was like a Grimm's fairy tale, and then like he made it grim there at the end. Very, very good writing, Mr. Montanaro. That is excellent. We have breaking news. I don't have the breaking news thing for my channel, but Dan's Life of the Kingdom says it's breaking right now that on February the 25th, it will be the end of the virtual queue for Guardians of the Galaxy and Broccoli Mountain, both of them. Oh my goodness. So if you're an expert at how to get a virtual queue like I am, this could be bad news. However, I've ridden Guardians of the Galaxy so many times, I don't care. But I guess we better take the family out there and get that VQ so we can make sure that we ride it for sure before that VQ ends. They are burning the boat. Yeah, I don't know that they're going to burn the boat. Well, I mean, could be exactly what happens to it, but I don't know. But they are, that's my hyperbole. Okay, it's hyperbole in the thumbnail that they are destroying Rivers of America, which is a story that we are going to get to. But let me double check and see if Culture Casalino has dropped his link. And because I want to get to that story. Culture Casino. Is he doing 6 Minute Daily today? I wonder if he is. And we got 29 people watching right now. And thank you for all the gifted memberships. Look at this. Got Ruby Hoove, Go and Shogi, Tom F. with a member chat. You've got Florentin gifted a membership, Tuber Chat gifted a membership. If you receive one of those gifted memberships, be sure and thank those people that dropped those gifties for you. And I think the gifties deserve a little bit of a celebration. Indeed, there's a Chewy dance. Let's get to that main story, shall we? Wow. I don't want to do the story. I really don't want to do this story. Wopa Disney style. 32 of y'all watching. Thank you so much. If you haven't yet, please consider clicking that like button. We appreciate it. And now, I'm going to hit the main story of the day. So what it looks like here is that Disney may have cleared, maybe not its final hurdle, but definitely a major hurdle for its promised destruction of virtually a third of the Magic Kingdom park. That is the Rivers of America area that surrounds Tom Sawyer's Island. It would be all of the Rivers of America, would be all of Tom Sawyer's Island. They would destroy all of that, demolish all of that, and put in a dirt track. And I'm not kidding about that. Yes, they're planning on destroying the beauty of Frontierland, the Rivers of America, American tradition and American history, and replacing it with a dirt track for the Cars franchise. So let me put this up on the screen, and we're going to talk about the final hurdle for this destruction of literally a third of the Magic Kingdom. So going on the screen right now. And this is out of Mickey Blog, not to be confused with Blog Mickey. Disney clears a major hurdle in the demolition of the Rivers of America by Justin Hermes on February the 17th, 2025. There's this beautiful picture of the Liberty Bell pulled up to the docking station. Gorgeous boat, gorgeous station, wonderful times spent on that, lots of memories. And I think that Disney always forgets that when they destroy something like this, they are destroying generations of memories for people who want to bring their grandkids on the Liberty Bell and then talk about the experiences that they had when they were a little kid and pass on the love of Disney to their grandkids so that the grandkids can grow up and pass on the love of Disney to their grandkids, and then those grandkids can grow up and pass on the love of Disney to their grandkids. Disney is destroying all of that, which means they are shooting themselves in the foot with this stupid move. And I'm just going to call it that. This is the dumbest thing that Disney has maybe ever done in their parks ever. Although, let's be honest, lately they've done a lot of stupid things in their parks. Walt Disney World cleared a major hurdle in its planned demolition of the Rivers of America at Magic Kingdom today when the South Florida Water Management District, SFWMD, approved its application for storm water modifications. As a quick recap, Disney announced at last year's D23, the ultimate fan event, that a new Cars area was coming to the Magic Kingdom. Eventually, it was revealed not at D23, by the way. They didn't reveal this at D23. At D23, they just Josh D'Amaro gets on the stage, right? And he's like, oh, we're going to do this whole cool Cars Land thing in Magic Kingdom. And nobody knew where. And people speculated, okay, maybe it'll be behind. They're not going to destroy anything to this, right? So he didn't say any of that at D23. It was later on that in a very quiet online-only announcement that they said what we're going to do is destroy the rivers of America and clear that area out. Oh, horrible, horrible move, horrible PR, horrible everything. And the backlash for this is just incredible, okay? Sorry, I get worked up over this particular story because this angers me. This actually angers me. As a quick recap, Disney announced at last year's D23, the ultimate fan event, that a new Cars area was coming to the Magic Kingdom. Eventually, it was revealed that the land would necessitate the demolition of Rivers of America and Tom Sawyer Island. It does not necessitate that at all. Doesn't necessitate that. They have plenty of room to do this elsewhere. And yet, they are choosing to destroy a piece of American history on purpose. Supposedly, they have now gotten rid of the Stories Matter group, but I don't believe that for one bit. I just believe that DEI has gone into hiding, that Reimagine Tomorrow and Stories Matter have kind of hung their head in shame and stuck their head in the sand. They're covering themselves. They're still there. They're practicing in secret because they have read the room partially, but they're still ideological. No, these people tick me off big time. So I don't normally get so upset or angry on the show, and I apologize for that. But this particular story is it's so angering. As a fan, make Disney Walt again. As a fan of Walt Disney, this is like spitting in the face of Walt Disney. Walt Disney himself wanted Frontierland, wanted American history to be represented in his parks. That was key to everything that he wanted and everything that he loved, that Americana and that American history of the greatest country that the world has ever known, because we're the first country that allowed for freedom. Now, other countries, yes, freedom has come along, but why? Because America led the way, okay? And yeah, we've been through some times that have made this country not so great. I'll admit that, but boy, let's hopefully we're in a time now where we're making this country great again. With construction on the project set to start this year, yikes, Disney filed numerous permits with various governmental bodies to get the approval it needs to begin construction. Permit trouble. While these permits are usually routine, Disney has had some trouble with a permit relating to the draining of the Rivers of America. Beginning shortly after the project was announced, Disney has gone back and forth with the SFWMD. Last November, the district returned Disney's permit application and noted they needed more information. If Disney did not amend the document and supply the requested information, the permit would be rejected, which is what every one of us were hoping for. Subsequently, Disney got an extension from the SFWMD and then filed an amendment version of the permit last December. Now, after months of going back and forth, the SFWMD has approved Disney's permit, clearing the way for the demolition of the Rivers of America to begin. What the new document tells us: examining the approved permit, there is some information to be gleaned. The permit not only covers the land that will eventually house the new Cars attraction, but also extends back to the future home of the Disney Villains land. And you can see that covered there in purple. Finally, it should be noted that the permit expires on February the 17th, 2030, 5 years after it was granted. That could give us an indication of when the transformation of Frontierland will be complete. Guys, I would love you to sound off in the comments section if you are okay with this absolute destruction of the Rivers of America, or if you're not okay. If you're not okay, please let us know in the comments below that this is not the right thing for Disney to do. I'd appreciate that. Yeah, Rick, you are absolutely right. Look at this is a great comment from Rick Shaw. They don't want bigger parks. They always destroy the classic stuff. But more importantly, right now, what they're doing specifically is they are destroying. They're destroying Walt. Okay, it's Florentin says Iger hates water. Universal is saying, take that, compete with our epic waters. Yes, indeed. OCDD 93, Didi, not Diddy. Hell no, it's disgusting. It is disgusting. I am so angered by this. Yeah, the opposite story don't matter. Yeah, definitely not okay with this. Walt would be enraged if he saw this. Iger needs to go because Iger hates Walt. That is true. And that's why we want to make Disney Walt again. I think that the plaque is still around, but we'll see. Anyway, let me see here. Trying to check on Culture Casino. Boom. There it is. Okay. All right, guys, I've got the redirect over to Culture Casino. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming in today. We have a lot of, we had some great gifties dropped so far in the stream. Ruby Hoove started us off with gifting a membership. Going Shogi dropped a membership. Tom F had his 6-month milestone chat, and both Ence Florentin and Tuber Chat also dropped memberships today. So thank you guys for all those gifties. Thank you so much for coming in today. And I think before we head over to Culture, we have to celebrate all that. Let's celebrate with Culture. Yes, yes, indeed. I tell you what, one of the things that helps, and this is really true, and I'm not kidding about this, when you guys support channels like this one, That Park Place, WDW Pro, Culture Casino, Lorena, any of us that are telling the truth about the Disney channels, when you support us financially, you are helping get more and more and more of the word out and the word spread of what's happening. And all of that can potentially have a very positive effect on maybe Disney getting the word and listening. Maybe. I'm not saying it will for sure, but it's certainly going to have effect. And if not, if it doesn't do that, it will help turn people towards veering their money towards Universal or maybe just going to some nature parks somewhere. But thank you, each and every one of you. I will be on the WDW Pro show a little bit later today. This show is going to go right into Culture Casino. So we will head over from here to Culture. From Culture, it's going to go into That Park Place Morning Magic, and That Park Place Morning Magic will stream right into the WDW Pro show. So you do not need to turn that dial at all today. We've got you covered all day long. And so I want to thank each and every one of you for coming in this morning. As a matter of fact, I think we have enough time to do our big celebration for all of the support that we've received during the show so far. Thank you guys so much. If you are a member and you got those member emojis ready, let's drop those in the chat. Let's celebrate.
much. It's perfect. Wahoo!
Oh, this is so nice. Beautiful. Give me a break. I couldn't be more excited. Okay, this anticipation is making me mental. But if they say yes, you can be on the show. I think I would go so crazy. Be a pretty decent guy, I must say.
Indeed, we love to celebrate with you all here on the channel. So thank you guys so much for coming in. And until the next time we meet, we will see you real soon. What is it that Pro says? Continue to learn, grow, and have fun. I have to say it a different way than he says it. Continue to learn, grow, and have fun. Until next time, we'll see you real soon. Bye, everybody. Ciao.